Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 pop stars who have been active for the past decade or so. We'll be focusing on the pop princess and princesses who have ruled our hearts and minds over the last 10 years for this list. If we overlooked any of your best singers, let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Katy Perry. When it comes to pop music, there are few stars whose impact can rival that of Katy Perry. Though her influence may have waned slightly in the latter half of the decade, there was a time when Perry was everywhere. Her 2010 album Teenage Dream set the tone for the decade with an unprecedented 5 #1 singles. And Perry didn't slow down after that. Later albums like Prism also produced chart toppers like Dark Horse and Aurora. Even if Perry isn't as omnipresent as she once was, her impact on the industry remains undeniable. She has more than earned her place among the most important pop stars of the past decade. Number 9. Justin Bieber. From his early beginnings as a heartthrob with a striking hairstyle, Justin Bieber has come a long way since first entering the public eye at the age of 13. While his teenage years were marked by a string of hit singles and sold-out shows, it was in the 2010s that Bieber cemented his status as one of the biggest pop stars in the world. With a record-breaking 5 US #1 albums, the Canadian singer has proven his staying power and adaptability to different musical genres, including EDM and Latin music. However, it was his 2015 album Purpose that really solidified his place as one of the most significant male artists of his generation. With a slew of hit singles like Sorry and Love Yourself, Bieber has proven that he's not just one-hit wonder, but a true pop superstar who continues to evolve and impress with his music. Number 8. Harry Styles. Harry Styles has had an insane past decade, going from being in one direction to becoming a successful solo artist. After the band went on a break in 2016, it wasn't clear who would make it big. However, when Styles released his first solo album in 2017, the critics loved it, and the lead singer, Sign of the Times, became a hit. But it was Fine Line in 2019 that really showcased Styles' abilities. Watermelon Sugar is such a catchy tune. It gets stuck in your head for days and is one of the sickest pop songs of the decade. Number 7. Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is a musical prodigy whose talent shines bright on stage. He has captivated audiences with one hit after another, showcasing his extraordinary abilities as a performer. In the early 2010s, his albums Doo-Wops and Hooligans and Unorthodox Jukebox paved the way for his future successes. His collaboration with Mark Ronson on the upbeat track Uptown Funk in 2014 took the world by storm and launched him into the stratosphere of fame. Since then, Mars has solidified his position as a prominent figure in the realms of R&B and pop. With over a dozen Grammy Awards, a headlining performance at the Super Bowl, and an impressive track record of hit songs, he has been a consistent source of entertainment and musical inspiration throughout the decade. Number 6. The Weeknd. A nobody YouTuber rose to stardom and became one of the greatest pop icons of this generation. It might sound like a fairy tale, but it's the real deal for The Weeknd from Toronto. He started his career in 2009 by uploading his songs on YouTube, and in 2013, he released his debut album. His second album, Beauty Behind the Madness in 2015, was packed with massive pop bangers, such as Can't Feel My Face and The Hills. Since then, The Weeknd's popularity in pop music history has skyrocketed. His next 2 albums, Starboy and After Hours, were a big hit among critics and fans alike. And let's not forget that headlining the 2021 Super Bowl halftime show is no small feat either. Number 5. Ariana Grande. In the early 2010s, Ariana Grande was primarily known as the bubbly redhead Cat Valentine from Nickelodeon. But as the years went by, Grande's ascent to pop superstardom caught everyone's attention. While her first 3 albums gained some traction, it wasn't until 2018 that she solidified her place as an absolute icon. Her back-to-back releases of Sweetener and Thank You Next made her a household name. showcasing not only her incredible vocal prowess, but also her ability to stay relevant and topical. Grande has managed to maintain a massive following, with millions of fans eagerly anticipating her every move, from her music to her fashion choices. It's safe to say that she cemented her status as one of the most significant pop stars of the decade. Number 4. Adele. Adele's voice is a force to be reckoned with. She penned her first album at the tender age of 19 and left an indelible mark on the music scene in the late 2000s. Since then, she has become one of the most iconic singers of our generation, thanks to unforgettable tracks like Rolling in the Deep and Someone Like You. Despite having only 2 albums to her credit at the time, Adele was approached to record the theme song for the James Bond movie Skyfall, which won her an Oscar. Then, in 2015, her album 25 took over the charts with hits like Hello and When We Were Young. With 4 albums now and numerous Grammy Awards to her name, Adele has firmly established herself as a legendary figure in the music industry. Number 3. Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is undoubtedly one of the most captivating pop stars of our time. From the beginning of her career, she has always been one to stand out from the crowd. She's unapologetic in her artistry, and that's part of what makes her so unique. Critics may have dismissed her as a one-trick pony at first, but as she continued to release new music, it became clear that her talent goes far beyond just one genre. Gaga's not afraid to experiment with different sounds, and she's always pushing the envelope with her music videos and live performances. Even when she's not recording music, she's finding ways to stay in the spotlight, taking on acting roles in movies and television shows. With a successful career spanning over a decade, Lady Gaga has become an icon in the music industry, and it's clear that her influence will be felt for years to come. Number 2. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's name has been a fixture in households for well over a decade now, with her debut album dropping back in 2006 when she was still a teenager. Yet, despite her longevity in the industry, Swift has managed to remain at the top of her game and is currently one of the biggest and brightest stars in the pop universe. A true chameleon of sound, Swift has never been content to rest on her laurels and is constantly evolving and experimenting with her music. In addition to her formidable music talents, she is also a shrewd businesswoman who keeps fans engaged with innovative projects, such as re-releases and visually stunning music videos. Swift's impact on the world of pop culture has been nothing short of seismic and is sure to reverberate for many years to come. Before we show your top pick, here are a few honorable mentions that missed our list by just a margin, but we've decided to let them sneak in anyways. Lizzo has been overlooked for far too long, and it's time we finally recognize her talent. Post Malone has stolen our hearts, and we just can't stop talking about how much we love him. We can't help but adore Demi Lovato and her unapologetic attitude. Ed Sheeran is definitely one of the biggest players in the pop world, and he's earned his spot on the A-team. Number 1. Beyonce. It's undeniable that in the realm of pop music, there is no one more influential, more powerful, and more iconic than the one and only Beyonce Knowles Carter. For what feels like an eternity, Queen Bey has dominated the music industry, never failing to captivate and awe her fans with each passing year. Her ability to consistently remain at the forefront of the pop music world is nothing short of remarkable. Beyoncé has proved time and time again that she's not just any run-of-the-mill pop star, but a true force to be reckoned with. Whenever Beyoncé releases a new album or goes on tour, it feels like the entire world comes to a halt just to witness her greatness. Her unparalleled charisma, show-stopping performances, and enigmatic aura have solidified her place as an enduring icon of the music industry. It's no wonder we're all so enamored with her. That's it for our list today. Do you agree with our top 10 picks? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace!